Pour la première fois à Skyrock, Azealia Banks, l'interview. Welcome in Paris.
Thank you. I'm
So
happy
good
to
to
be
see
here.
you.
Likewise.
Azealia Banks qui a tout juste 23 ans, qui est certainement une des plus talentueuses de sa génération, avec un univers impressionnant aussi bien sonore que visuel. On aimerait connaître un petit peu tes inspirations, ce qui t'a fait grandir musicalement.
I think my biggest influences are Ella Fitzgerald, for sure. And I love Janet Jackson. I love Whitney Houston. I love... and just also, really randomly, I really loved a lot of just like UK indie rock music.
Okay.
So that's what I was listening to when I was like 13, 14, and I guess, and you know, electronic music and stuff like that. And I guess it all just kind of combined itself in me.
A lot of good influences.
Yes.
Alors, t'es arrivé à Paris, c'est un passage express à Paris. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de notre ville? Qu'est-ce que tu penses des Français?
I love Paris. I like French people a lot. I think French people have good taste, really good taste in things, and I feel like anytime I take a picture in Paris, it's always a really good picture. You guys have great photographers.
Il y a le titre 212 que tout le monde connaît, qui est sur ton premier album Broke with Expensive Taste, qui est devenu immédiatement un classique. Comment toi t'as vu l'excellent accueil du public et de la critique? Comment t'as vécu cet excellent accueil pour ce morceau?
It came at me, the critical acclaim came at me really fast, and I wasn't ready for it, obviously. But I really enjoy the critical acclaim a lot because it makes me feel understood, which is I guess what every artist really truly seeks, is to be understood.
On a vraiment aimé cet album, il y a 16 titres dessus. Est-ce que quand tu le réécoutes avec le recul, tu te dis qu'il te ressemble vraiment?
Yes, yes. Broke with Expensive Taste is definitely very true to who I am as an artist because it's abstract, and I think as an artist I strive to be abstract, meaning like some people will say think out of the box. So, but that would imply that you were in a box if you have to think outside of it. For me, I feel like I don't even have a box, so there's no like thinking outside of the box. The box was never there. So all my thoughts just kind of come, you know, at me from the clouds or from the grass or just from wherever they come from.
Alors, puisqu'on parle de toutes ces idées, quand on écoute tes morceaux, et qu'on va d'ailleurs taper ton nom sur YouTube, il y a plein de clips et tellement d'univers visuels, j'ai l'impression que quand tu fais un morceau, tu imagines déjà à quoi va ressembler le clip. Est-ce que c'est vrai? Comment ça se passe?
A little bit. And most of the time, I come up with video concepts and I send them to a director, and they kind of, you know, tell me what we can and can't do within the budget, and just even like sometimes they come up with better ideas. Like they'll take my idea and build on it, and it'll just become this massive idea. So I think it's a little bit of me and a little bit of them.
Quand on parcourt ta biographie, on se rend compte que tu as fait la même école que Nicki Minaj. On aimerait savoir si c'est une école de stars. Que se passe-t-il dans cette école?
I think there's something in the water. I don't know. The teachers that work in the drama department are really good at just kind of pushing you to be your best self. They're really good at seeing things in you and picking it out and holding it up. And then you look at it and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that was in me. And I think that the teachers in the drama department definitely played a huge role in my work ethic and just kind of like ferocity and everything.
Okay.
And even in my realness, you know, because we were all a mixed bunch of kids, like black kids, white kids, Asian kids, and when we were dealing with these scripts were always like timepieces. It'd be like a script about racism, it'd be a script about something. So we dealt with these issues in high school, you know, and of course, like, we make jokes with each other like that. Like, you might get a racist comedy, and it's you and another white boy, and you guys got to play this thing out, and it just is what it is.
Okay. Alors, Azealia Banks, c'est forcément un univers musical, on en parle depuis tout à l'heure. C'est aussi pas mal de bif sur Twitter, des prises de parole plutôt polémiques. Est-ce que c'est vraiment amplifié par la presse, ou est-ce que c'est toi qui vas parfois un petit peu fort?
Half and half. I think half and half, but even with going in, I don't think it's anything that anyone hasn't heard before. You know, I think that people like excitement, and I am exciting.
Yeah. Definitely. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de l'état du rap, du hip-hop en ce moment?
Hip-hop in 2015. I feel a little sad for hip-hop in 2015.
Ouais.
Because I think that you know, aside from people like Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, I think there's a huge emphasis on kind of tailoring yourself to these dominant white social norms, and there's an emphasis on, you know, like being accepted by white people or being in, or what I would call the big house, you know, like I feel like there were artists like, you know, like Kanye West, for example, like somebody like Kanye West, like when he first came out, it was a different thing, and now he's really focused on like being accepted by like the white fashion world, and it's kind of like, you know, it's a little confusing. And yeah, I think that hip hop is kind of just losing itself in that way. It's losing its like you know, like self-preservation is a real thing, and it's important. And I think hip hop isn't doing enough to preserve itself. It's doing the most to try and like mesh worlds and be in fashion and be in this and do this and that, and it's watering itself. It's watering itself down by trying to do things like that.
Nous, on aimerait te voir sur scène en France. Est-ce que ça va arriver prochainement?
Well, I just did a show in October here.
Okay.
But yeah, of course it's coming up soon. I'm always like, you know, every summer I make my rounds. I make my festival rounds, I make my show rounds and stuff like that. So I'll be here soon.
Tu sais dire un mot en français ou pas?
Can you say anything in French?
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette de fromage. I love that. Azealia Banks, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nigga running through the escape. Straight to the cover, little wish pop, true for the queen. The bitch make hits, never do it for free. I can't take that risk, never 2 out of 3. I take the blue out to see him, but the blue